Welcome back, everyone. For those of you who are new, I am Trinity. Most know me as Legal Review. I am a paralegal and investigative journalist. Each week, we dive into the latest cases, unravel shocking celebrity scandals, and explore the legal battles shaping the headlines, from infamous crimes to celebrity controversies. Later, check out our podcast, convenient for those who prefer to listen on apps such as YouTube Music. If you like our content, hit subscribe at the top where the bell is located on the front page of the channel. For subscribers who would like to support and help to grow the channel, the Cash App link is on the front page. We have a lot interesting news and cases to cover today, so let's get started. Understanding the Luigi Mangione case, a tragic catalyst for change. The case of Luigi Mangione, a 26-year-old man accused of murdering UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson, has ignited widespread debate across the nation. While the act itself is undeniably tragic and illegal, it has also opened a broader conversation about the frustrations and systemic failures within the American healthcare system. To truly understand why Mangione committed this act, we must examine the circumstances that may have driven him and why his case resonates with so many. The healthcare system's role in personal despair. The U.S. healthcare system is often criticized for its inequities. Millions of Americans struggle to afford medical care, with insurance companies like UnitedHealthcare profiting from restrictive policies, denied claims, and skyrocketing premiums. For many, this system is not a lifeline, but a roadblock to basic survival. Mangione's case has highlighted this systemic frustration. Reports suggest he may have experienced or witnessed firsthand the devastating effects of a system that prioritizes profit over people. While the specifics of his personal grievances are still unfolding, the broader picture is clear. Mangione's actions, though violent and extreme, stem from a place of desperation and outrage that millions share. The role of Brian Thompson as a symbol of the system. As CEO of one of the largest healthcare providers in the United States, Brian Thompson represented the face of an industry many see as prioritizing wealth over well-being. Under Thompson's leadership, UnitedHealthcare was both lauded for its profitability and criticized for practices that some argue contribute to the suffering of patients denied necessary care. While Thompson was not solely responsible for the system's shortcomings, his position made him a focal point for anger. For people like Mangione, who felt abandoned by the system, Thompson symbolized the structural inequities and injustices they face daily. Why people are supporting Luigi Mangione. Mangione's actions have struck a chord with many, particularly younger generations. A recent poll revealed that 41% of Americans aged 18 to 29 viewed his alleged crime as understandable, reflecting deep frustration with the healthcare industry. This startling statistic highlights how Mangione's case has become more than a crime. It's a rallying cry for systemic change. Here are some reasons why people are standing in his defense. 1. A broken system. Mangione's case highlights the urgent need to address the systemic failures of American healthcare. Defending him is, for many, a way to bring attention to these issues and demand accountability from corporations profiting off human suffering. 2. Desperation and mental health. Cases like Mangione's reveal the emotional and psychological toll of living in a society where access to healthcare is a privilege, not a right. His actions may have been a misguided cry for help or justice, but they also force us to confront the conditions that create such desperation. 3. Corporate accountability. Mangione's actions, though extreme, have sparked conversations about the role of corporate executives in perpetuating inequity. Many believe CEOs should face more scrutiny for the policies and practices that deny care to vulnerable populations. It's important to clarify that defending Mangione is not the same as condoning his actions. Taking a life is never the solution, and justice for victims must always be a priority. However, defending Mangione means understanding the systemic factors that may have driven him to act and using his case as a catalyst for change. Standing in defense of Mangione is about advocating for a world where such tragedies never happen, where people don't feel so helpless and unheard that they resort to violence. It's about demanding a healthcare system that puts patients first, holding corporate leaders accountable, and addressing the root causes of despair. The Luigi Mangione case is a stark reminder of the cost of systemic failure. While we mourn the loss of Brian Thompson and acknowledge the pain caused by this act, we must also confront the conditions that led to it. As a society, we need to advocate for affordable and accessible healthcare for all, demand transparency and accountability from corporations and their executives, address the mental health crisis exacerbated by systemic inequities. Mangione's case should not be remembered solely as an act of violence but as a turning point, a wake-up call to reform a system that has failed so many for so long. By standing in his defense, we're not just supporting one man, we're championing the fight for a more just and equitable society. Let this case be the beginning of meaningful change. Hey there! Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update.